Welcome back to the deep dive. So our mission here, as always, is to take all this raw information and really extract the refined insights you need to, upgrade your understanding of the world. And today, we're focusing on one thing: precision. We know you're looking for that exact word, that perfect tool to capture the subtle texture of an experience. You're past just saying something is good or beautiful.
Exactly. This is all about conceptual clarity. These aren't just, obscure vocabulary words to memorize. They're tools that let you see the world with a much higher resolution.
I like that, high-resolution thinking.
It's like upgrading your own internal operating system.
Okay, so when we went through the source material you sent over, 3 words just jumped out immediately. They feel essential for anyone wanting that kind of precision.
And we think they're immediate additions to your mental toolkit. We're talking about Sonder, Ethereal, and Mellifluous. Each one really opens a window into an experience we usually just leave vague.
All right, let's start with the first one, the one that grounds us in. Well, in the sheer weight of humanity.
Yeah.
Let's unpack Sonder. That's S-O-N-D-E-R.
Right, it's a noun. And it's such a crystallizing concept.
It really is. So Sonder is that profound realization that every single random person you see, the cashier, the person on the bike,
Is living a life as vivid and complex as your own, with all the same inner dramas, worries, and ambitions.
and that's the beauty of it, right? It gives a name to that complexity. That person isn't just some generic background character. They are the main character of their own story.
And the source material gives this perfect, immediate analogy that I think we can all connect with. It's that moment when you're stuck in traffic.
Oh, yeah, you're frustrated. You're going to be late. And you look over at the driver in the next lane.
And you just see them as an obstruction, an object in your way.
But then, for a second, it hits you. That person. They might have a job interview they're terrified about, or a sick kid at home.
They have a whole history, secrets, a favorite song they're probably listening to right now. They're wrestling with this incredibly detailed inner life.
And while they are the absolute center of their universe, to you, they're just a silhouette, a background extra whose story you will never, ever know.
That snap of perspective, that feeling, that is Sonder.
So what's the practical value here? I mean, this isn't just some philosophical exercise, is it?
No, not at all. Using the word Sonder is like an active prompt for empathy. When you feel yourself reducing someone to a simple category, the annoying coworker or the slow driver,
Right.
invoking Sonder forces you to reintroduce that complexity. It reframes conflict. You stop fighting a caricature of a person and start addressing an actual problem with an actual complex human being.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, can't the sheer scale of that be a little overwhelming? The idea that you're just one person in this infinite sea of consciousness.
Absolutely. And that's part of its power. The word has a sort of built-in existential dizziness. It can trigger a little crisis of self-importance.
A necessary correction, maybe.
It's a necessary correction. It pulls you out of your own self-absorption and reminds you that your point of view, while it feels all-encompassing, is actually incredibly limited.
To really ground this for you, here's the example sentence from the sources. It's perfect. I felt a sudden wave of Sonder while watching the thousands of glowing windows in the city at night, each representing a whole world of stories.
It just captures the whole feeling, doesn't it? The scale and the intimacy of it all at once.
Okay, so if Sonder is about the heavy, dense reality of human life, let's pivot completely. Let's find a word for moments of total lightness.
Yes, moving from the complexity of inner worlds to a beauty that feels transcendent.
This brings us to ethereal. That's E-T-H-E-R-E-A-L. It's an adjective, and it describes something just extremely delicate and light, almost too perfect for this world.
Heavenly or otherworldly. And the sources are great here because they clarify a really common point of confusion. We've talked about the word ephemeral before.
Which is about time, right? Something fleeting.
Exactly. But ethereal is all about substance. Or, more accurately, the feeling that something lacks substance entirely.
So it's a quality, not a duration.
Precisely. It suggests something ghostly or magical, a beauty that feels like it's made of spirit or air or light, not physical matter. If you feel like you could touch it and it would just vanish, that's ethereal.
The sources gave some fantastic examples, like a thin mist hanging over a lake at dawn.
Yes, that's a perfect one. It's not just misty, it's luminous, it's weightless. That quality is ethereal.
What about music? Like a really haunting piece of harp music where the notes just seem to float.
Another perfect example. It's not a big, powerful sound. It's a sound that feels like it could just dissipate into the air, light and transient.
So the practical application here is to use it when the word beautiful just feels too heavy, too ordinary.
Right. It's for a beauty that's almost painful because you know how fragile it is.
Oh,
Which brings us right to our example sentence. The morning light filtered through the fog, giving the forest an ethereal, dreamlike glow.
that dreamlike glow part is key. It signals something that doesn't quite belong in our solid, heavy world.
Exactly.
All right, so we've looked at the heavy reality of life with Sonder and the light substance of Ethereal. Now let's shift our senses to sound. And we have a word that, I love this, it sounds exactly like what it means. Mellifluous.
Mellifluous. Mellifluous. You can almost feel the word rolling smoothly off your tongue.
It's an adjective, and it's almost always used for a sound of voice, music, that is just incredibly sweet and smooth.
And if you look at the origin of the word, the etymology, it gives you this perfect mental hook. It comes directly from the Latin words for honey, which is mel, and to flow, fluere.
Honey, that's it. It's brilliant. If a sound feels like warm honey pouring into your ears, smooth and sweet.
It is mellifluous. It's the polar opposite of a sound that's harsh or grating.
And you can see how this applies immediately, right? A professional narrator, for instance.
Oh, absolutely. A mellifluous voice isn't just pleasant. It conveys authority, clarity, trust. It lets you absorb information without any friction.
The sound itself becomes part of the message.
It does. Or think of music. A smooth jazz saxophone where the notes just glide into one another, or a cello played with perfect legato.
It can even be a natural sound, right? The sources mention a stream in the woods.
Yes, that steady, continuous, soothing sound. It never feels abrupt. That is mellifluous. Recognizing that quality helps you understand how different sounds affect your mood or your concentration.
You can start to decode your acoustic environment.
Right. And here's the example sentence that really brings it home.
Oh, yeah.
The singer captivated the audience with her mellifluous voice, turning every lyric into a soothing melody.
It describes not just a quality, but the impact that quality has on the listener. So let's bring this all back to your goal, gaining that precision in how you think and speak.
We started with Sonder, that complex realization of shared life.
That ethereal, for beauty that's delicate, heavenly, almost made of spirit.
And we finished with mellifluous for any sound that is as smooth and sweet as honey.
These aren't just synonyms. They are, as you said, conceptual tools. They change how you perceive things.
The right word doesn't just change how you speak. It literally changes how you see the world. It provides immediate intellectual clarity.
Which is the whole point of this deep dive.
And with that in mind, here's a final thought to explore on your own. If Sonder is that overwhelming realization of the dense, unknowable complexity inside every other person, what is the word for the realization of the vast, intricate, and often contradictory complexity that you hide, even from yourself?
Something to think about. Go out and use these new concepts. See the hidden details in your world. Thank you for diving deep with us. We'll talk soon.